Now, you may be wondering, well, what's my question for Mojang these things? Oh, sleep 100, you. Well, not about them. Well, it is later, but we'll get back to it. It's about these things. The booty. Furnace minecarts. As you can see, I've laid out a little thing here. Yeah, so this is a little my kind of idea is, you know, minecart things. How could we improve minecarts? How could we make them better? Not better, but like, you know. Anyway, this is more like a powered thing. Powered minecarts, you know? Yeah. Right. So these are categories. Powered carts, storage carts, redstone carts, fun carts, misc, and then other things. Right. So, how to explain this? So, well, first of all, so it'd be a great idea. Blast furnace minecart. And if, you know, this blast furnace minecart, right? Well, Jordan, what is one of the big things? Well, there's two big things that kind of make, you know, the furnace minecart somewhat useless. It's speed, and how like just generally glitchy and buggy it is, right? If you were to get a bit of the bugginess, you know, I'd be happy if it were just able to go around corners and there corner and up slopes, you know. I'd be happy enough with that. But you could go further with it. Maybe make it so what was I thinking? It's gone. Hold on, the thought's gone. Well, make it this. Oh. If you feel like, you know, you feel these things with standard fuels, coal, blah 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 blah. Well, if you fill this thing with lava, well, you unlock a lighter speed over land. But if you think about it, if you're going at a lighter speeds around a 90-degree turn, you dead. Like, you going that way, oh, for God's sake. No. I cannot spell. There you go. No. I'll do it later. There we go. Like that, you're just going flying that way. You're gone. So, like, if you were to go at lighter speeds, you'd almost want to make some sort of way of, like, making more gradual turns. You know? Like, you know what I mean? Kind of more curvy curves. Yes. Now, I'll get back to more of the things you can do with these later. Of course, it's night time. Now, good. Well, you have your storage minecarts, you know, you have your standard chest minecart, hopper minecart. You know, it works. Now you gotta look at this barrel. You can put a barrel in a minecart. Well, what's the difference between a barrel minecart and a chest minecart? Well, for example, let's say you would a barrel minecart and a hopper minecart. Oh, there. If you were to, like, for example, click on this with a tool, or maybe there'll be, which I'll get onto this later. Be over there. You know, you can input things from the hopper minecart into the barrel minecart. For example, if I ordered up this, it would go from here into the barrel minecart that would be adjacent to it. Right. No. Okay. No. There we go. Like that. It would go into that barrel. Right. Shoulder minecart. It's kind of self-explanatory. Put that in a minecart. You can keep the items in it in a minecart. Right. And then you have color minecart. Well, you can store. Well, I'm still getting used to this the Java UI. Sorry. Lava and water. Put lava and water in it, just like a normal cauldron, right? And you'll get to why that's important later. Like, Store water and lava. Remember that. Right. Now we have a redstone section. Well, you have your target block, dropper, dispenser, nut block. Again, activate these redstone signals. They do their thing, whatever, you know, their purpose. Same with the target block, only you can hit it with an arrow. Fun carts, TNT minecart, we all know that. Jukebox cart would be fun. You can bring your music with you. And like bouncy cart, that'd be fun. Like imagine a minecart you just bounce on, and you can make like a mini game where you have the minecart moving back and forth, and your goal is to land on it and not die. That could work. And then, well, bed cart, it'd be just a place to sleep in. You wouldn't be able to reset your spawn with it. That'd be it. Right. Other things, a track layer cart is just. It's probably not what it would look like, but it'd be a thing where you could lay tracks, and it would probably lay the track in front of it. So, example, I'm going like this. Furnace minecart like this. It would place the track here, you know, rather than under it, because I feel like that would break. Anyway, like you know, you'd have your furnace minecart, you'd be pushing the thing, and then here another thing. Now, a UI for this thing, for example. Rails. You could, for example, set the pattern for your rails. For example, I want to place 8 rails and a powered rail. Right? Well, then I'd store my rails, powered rails, up here, the top bar, and at the bottom, I could then do this and set a pattern. I also store other blocks there, and then every 9 blocks places a power rail and a redstone block below it if there's space. Only if there's space, though. It can't break blocks, but it can place them. Maybe this placing blocks feature might not be great for reasons, or maybe it would literally just place whatever rail you put in it as it moves. But you know, either one would be cool. That's that. Now onto rails. You could have different types of rails. You know how you have your activator rail, your detector rail, and your regular rail, and your powered rails. Well, the activator rail kind of does 2 things. It ejects and it activates things like your TNT minecarts and stuff. It could be. I feel like it should be 2 separate rails. Why? Oh Jesus. Now, there we go. So it could activate thing. It would be 2 separate rails, right? An activator rail and an ejector rail. Ejector rail and activator rails. Then they kind of do what they say on the tin. An ejector rail ejects and an activator activates. So it would activate, various things. Lost my train of thought again. Train. Do. Rails. Oh yeah, and if, for example, a container, right? You have your container were to go over, hold on. If you have a container and if, for example, went over activator rail or ejector rail, all of its items would just spew out everywhere. I feel like that would be fun, but annoying. So you'd have to think about what you're doing. Anyway. We'll get back to these things, and we start this. We'll get this cauldron, this and this, no, this. I guess that could work. Here we go. Doop-a-doo. Now, so you have your minecart furnace, and you have. Oh, it's a minecart furnace. Let's say you're pulling a bunch of chests, but you're not in it. Because, and you want to connect these two furnace minecarts, right? You know what? No, we do this first. We do this other thing first. So, ideally, we get maybe some sort of thing for crafting these new minecarts, right? Is possibly why. This is just me, just example. So you have your minecart, what you want to sit in the minecart, and your output of minecart, and then a little crafting UI. For example, this furnace minecart could have a brake and an accelerator. It could, for example, how do I make an example of this? Example, it would have two levers either side, right? You right click the lever to push it forward and left click to pull it back. You push the brake forward, you release the brake, pull it back, it's locked. Then, for example, then with your accelerator, same thing, but reversed. But for accelerating and decelerating. But it also have a middle one for just not moving, like forward, neutral, back. That could work. And maybe throw some sketches of it or something up here. And then you remember, well, what's this? I'd probably throw in a little clip of me explaining what this could be. Now, here we are in paint, and that's what this is. This is called paint. I'm going to draw a little boxy boy here. Right, so this is your furnace minecart, right? It's beautiful drawn. I have your furnace in here. I know, right? It's beautiful. And his face is over here. Just put some whoosh. Fire. It's a very angry furnace minecart. Right. Furnace minecart, right? Right. What was that orangey thing? Coppery thing? Orange coppery thing? Well, there's a fly on my screen. Is this thing. Gloop. How do I scroll up? Zoom out now. Oh, I drew it really high up. I don't know how do I scroll down in this? I don't know. But it would look like this. Box. Be a box. Square box. And then another box here. Or a rectangle. Or cuboid. That's the word. And have these little tiny blah blobs here. Because it would look cool. To be like square things. They'd like come off the side. At angles. And brush size. And then you have your smoke to come out of here. What did this thing here do? Well, it recycles heat from your furnace and dumps it back in rather than letting it go just all over the place. It goes, but the copper absorbs it and then puts it back in. Yes, makes perfect sense. How do I move this thing around? I don't know. How do I clear? Right. So that's that. I'd probably not very well explained. Come on. Bit bucket. No. Wait, no work. There we go. Right. Brush size. Now, I wanted to explain. Yes, the system of braking. So I have this muffler in my cart. Also, I think it would look cool if the sides were off. Like the front panel was off and then you could see the front of the furnace. And then you have your coppery thing. Again, this is not something you'd have to add onto your... This would be an optional thing to increase efficiency. This furnace thing is... This thing. The coppery thing. Right, you have your furnace minecart. I put far too much effort into this. I'm enjoying this too much. There we go. That's your furnace minecart. I'll put some wheels on it. I'm putting... Again, Sean, stop. Right. There. I've forgotten what I needed to explain. I was expecting this. I didn't write a script. Just talk about the thing. What did I want to talk about? I wanted to talk about... Give me a second, it'll come back to me. Ah, yes, I remember. The braking system. So, you see, for example, maybe you'd have a little box. Right. That's still a rubber. Is it? No. What you... Ooh. Right. Have like a box. That's white. Well, a box here. And this would be either side, depending on, whichever you pick. And this would look like a lever, maybe. Bloop. Too thin. Yeah, but either side, right? And little knob for your handles. Or maybe these could be inside the thing, like in here. In there, like that gap. If that gap exists. And then this could be... Well, how do I tell the difference? Maybe put like a dot on it. Red and blue. For example, I were to push down brake, right? We'll just go, this is brake. I push that down. Push it forward. This makes... If it's going over a certain speed, this will make like sparks everywhere. Whoosh. Be angry. It'll be squeaking. Or it'd make like, iron block breaking sounds. What that sounds like. I know what it sounds like. Right. I'm getting distracted very easily by this. I don't know why I'm enjoying this so much. This is fun. Why is this fun? I don't get it. Wait, you know what, and then accelerator, blah blah blah. And maybe on your furnace minecart, on your blast furnace minecart, you could have 2 forward speeds in the back and a neutral. And if you were to go like really fast, for example, off and your rail into here, that's still a rubber. And you'd a block of dirt. What's the biggest marker? You had a big block of dirt here, right? This furnace minecart would just go straight through it and then just break it. It'd be dead. Right. But for example, maybe there could be a special block. Why is that not doing it? Rubbers are weird. Okay. Then you can have it again. Hold on. Yeah, come on, go away. Now, because maybe you could have a special rail stopper thing. be made of iron or something. Right, you have your rail stopper. It would, if it would hit it, it would stop only the furnace minecart though, because the furnace minecart can't go that fast. If a blast furnace minecart were to hit this, well, go boom, let it go bang, because a furnace minecart go fast and hit that, it'd have a lot of momentum, and it go boom. Same if it hits something it can't break or can't kill. For example, like a player wearing full enchanted like protection 5 netherite armor. This is his player. Beautiful rendition of a player. Beautiful, right? Player. I need a player. This is very beautiful art. If the train hits player with full netherite helmet, it's so stupid looking. And I know it. I can draw better than this if I had a pencil and paper. If minecart hits player full enchanted netherite at top speed, he'd also go kaboom, because it cannot kill the players, so it just dies. The minecart dies. Rip. Right. What else do I want to explain here? While I can draw it. How do I clear this? Probably should have figured that out. What is this? Look at that. Did not help. Can I change your fill? No, okay, we'll just... Wait. That works well. Okay. Just layering everything on top of it itself. Now, what else do I want to talk about while I'm here? Right. Well, right. Well, I guess that'll be that. I'll go back to the actual video now. And there's other things you can do with this. Right. Right. So, here we have a chest as a trap chest. We'll not talk about that. Now we have chest minecart. We'll not talk about that yet. Right. So here we have your chest minecart, right? Oh well, what can you do with chest minecart? You can put a break on it. Yeah, how do you activate that break? Well, throw a lightning rod in here. And then, for example, you'd have blah 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 and blah. Where is... And then you have you here, right? How do I activate the brakes in these minecarts? Well, if I have a lightning rod and then we'll just pretend this is like some sort of copper wire, there will be then and then you have these here, like pylon-y things, right? It connects all of the minecarts together, right? And then I click bloop 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 blah 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 blah, and I click them together. What that does is that it syncs all the minecarts. For example, if I'm in here and I pull the brake, all these will break at the same time. But the only downside, the biggest downside to it is, well, lightning rod, like lightning. That was well timed. And well, you can get struck by lightning. Same thing if you want to, be same if you link your furnace minecarts. You can accelerate. You can also use the accelerator on both of them at the same time. Right. Now, hopper minecart is talking about that. I'm putting it. I'll be back in a sec. Now, we're back. Yeah, I lost some glass panes. I'm not bothered to get more. Right, so hopper minecarts outputting into barrel minecarts, right? Well, how do I toggle which it outputs into? Well, just slap an iron ingot here to output to the back, or one here to the front, or both. Right? I was just, messing about a while back. For example, I could throw bloop bloop bloop. Hold on. Let's grab. There we go. Alright. So what I have here, you have your rail dispenser, furnace minecart, you, barrel, and hopper minecart. And you throw you there, right? What you can do then, sit in here, break the blocks in front of you, and whatever you don't pick up goes on the ground into this hopper minecart and into the two barrel minecarts, right? And then you have a super simple little auto miner. Still, it doesn't break any rules really, right? So I think it's kind of cool. You kind of do that with normal ones, but like having to place the rails, you don't really need the barrel minecarts. But it's just an idea. It's just an idea. Hope that was clear enough. Anything else I need to explain? Ah, yes. I'll give her that. There we go. Right. Upgrading your minecarts, for example. That's a good thing to explain next. Right. Example. I have my furnace minecart here. Well, it can only, for example, each minecart would have a weight value, for example. A dropper minecart will be heavier than an empty barrel minecart. But a full barrel minecart might be heavier than a full drop. Might be heavier than an empty dropper minecart, right? So, and each furnace, depending on what you fuel it with, or what type it is, will determine what you can pull. For example, I fuel this. Where's coal? Coal, it'd be in here. For example, I just fuel this with coal, right? I can pull the standard. Was it 3 minecarts? Is it not? If it's 3. Up 4 down, see what happens. No, it's 3, yeah. Right. That would be maybe if I fueled it with wood. For example, I could pull 3 minecarts with wood. Because it can't get as hot as coal. But coal can get hotter than wood. Just, realistically, I know that's not true. But it just would be more interesting. coal and charcoal, for example, they could probably get pretty hot, right? I fuel them with that. Maybe I get an extra 2 minecarts, right? But then, how much does a chest minecart weigh? It could maybe weigh like 1.5, and a regular minecart weighs 1. So, for example, 1.5, 3, 4.5, 6. That's a total of 6. Yep, and then 7. So theoretically, maybe a coal-fueled furnace minecart could pull 7 minecarts at walking speed, which is its current speed. You know, you can keep up with the furnace minecart if you walk. Right? It goes at walking speed. And maybe, yeah. And if you have less minecarts behind it, it'll go slightly faster. Why is the weather keep doing this? There we go. Now, that's kind of that idea. But alright. What good is that? You're talking about going super fast. Oh yeah. You obviously can't fuel this with lava, it'll melt. Also, it's too, I don't know. That's, yeah. But just not think about it. This, however, the blast furnace minecart could go super fast. It goes very fast. It would go very fast. But if you want to fuel this, you could fuel this thing with coal, charcoal, wood. It'll go faster, yes. But if you want to fuel this thing with lava, what you need is a way to cool off your minecart. That's where the cauldron minecart comes in. Hook that thing up, and you got a bit of coolant. It maybe would hold, the cauldron minecart would hold like maybe more buckets than the cauldron. You know, it maybe hold 8 buckets or something, and that would last you however long. Right? Moving a lot. Oh, things right now, fuel. And you know, you're here, and then you have whatever. All your minecarts. Blah blah blah. Whatever, right? You have all your minecarts. You're sitting here, chilling. You could throw your water in here. 16 buckets. 8 or 16 buckets, I'm not sure. However, it depends on how long you'd make them last. And you'd fuel this thing here with lava. Face this way. Right? And you have and then this either would have an internal buffer, or you'd use a cauldron minecart to keep it cool. Or you could put part of snow in it, that would also work, and it would go faster. And I'll tell you why. Because my guess is a guess here. Furnace minecarts are powered by Stirling engines, right? And a Stirling engine works by heating and cooling air. I would explain how they work, but I don't fully understand it. I kind of understand it, but not enough to explain it. So feel free to look up Stirling engines. Because I'm not bothered to explain it because I don't know it. But I understand it. You know what I mean. I understand enough to, like, you know, kind of think about it, but I don't understand it. Why are they not moving? Like they're gonna stuck themselves. They're on here. Yeah. That is all. Doesn't matter. Anyway. Right. Yep. Can you see what I'm getting at? You know? And then, well, what is this coppery thing? I'll probably explain that already. Coppery thing. It's like a flu thing, you know. About smoke. It look really cool. Probably explained that already. Again, this is like the third time I thought about this. First time I made talk used to. Oh yeah, the curve. What? Your standard iron rails. No, I'm not gonna talk about that. I was gonna start talking about steel armor, blah 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 blah. Steel rails for high speed travel on those blast furnace minecarts. I do wonder how you'd get bigger curves, because think about it. You're going at lighter speeds. You hit that angle, you're going just bye bye. What else? I need to just turn off daylight cycle. It's getting annoying, I'm not gonna lie. Now, what was I gonna do? I was gonna talk about something, I can't remember what it was. Alright. There we go. Now. How would you do the curves? Like, that's what I'd love to know. How do you make more gradual curves? Like, I know the game renders that as an angle, but there would be a split second where the game sees that as a 90 degree. Eh? I guess that could work. Like, if you were to maybe alter the texture a bit, make it actually look straight. Like, it's like a 45-degree angle to the grid. It would look nicer. And then you wouldn't have lines such as this. You know. Well, I wonder does a friend's Minecraft work on that? That is interesting. Hold on. Bloop. No, okay. I was just wondering. Okay. I'm not great at explaining things. Like, really, if you have any questions about this, like, really ask me. Because I'd love to. Like, I hope you guys at Mojang see this. Because I think this is, you know, it's a good idea, I think. But I can't. I'm not great at taking things from my head and putting it into words. You know what I mean? Oh, what was that? What did that say? Alright. There you go. I guess I was also thinking of those two things you saw in the start of the video. Where is it? Where are you? Voice crack. Or you could probably throw them in a minecart, it'd be fun. That'd be funny. Just throw it under someone's base. And again, like, I don't really mind furnace minecarts. It's just, why don't they work like this? Or this? Like, I don't get it. Like, why not? Can you not just fix that? Then I'd be happy enough with that, at least. You know? Because they're fun. Like, that's the only reason I'm suggesting this. This is just fun stuff. Not a lot of it's not practical. But it's fun. I guess, you know what I mean? This is the voice cracks. Yeah. But I don't know. How do you work? Tell me, how do you work? You just walk away from me. I guess that's that. Please let me know. Let me know in the comments. Like, I'm very bad at explaining things. Oh yeah. I got 10 subs. Woo. Woohoo, woohoo, woohoo. Yeah, that's it over there. Probably seen it. But I'll go over there, not bothered. But that's that. Like, but I don't know what else to say. Other than the fact that I'm not great at this whole explaining thing. Am I flying? No. Wee. Alright. I got blocks there. Oh, I can do this. Heh. Eh. Right. I'll see you guys. Whoa, that's weird. That feels so weird. Whoosh. 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 It's so slow, it's so weird. Right then. I'll see you guys in the next video. Whenever that is. I don't know when that'll be. I forgot to introduce myself as Stony Boy, didn't I? Anyway, it's Stony Boy here. Why rain? Why rain? It's constantly raining. Only in this world, well, none of the other worlds I'm in rain this much. Alright then. Bye bye.